Alrighty. Why haven't you found love? That's what this pick a card is about. If you're here, why haven't you found love? Let's figure that out. Select pile 1, 2, or 3. Pile 1, welcome. Why haven't you found love? Pile 1s, because you have single parent responsibilities. You receive the Fool, the 7 of Swords, and to bet on yourself. Pile 1, why haven't you found love? Because I sense that this pile may be, of course, the obvious, a single parent here. Or at least someone whose life comes with heavy responsibilities beyond simply taking care of just yourself. This could be your time, your energy, money, and emotional availability may already be divided, okay, across the things that you have to take care of as a single parent, literally, or you just have a lot going on in this pile. But the real truth here with the Fool and the 7 of Swords is that you may also in this pile be holding yourself back from love, okay? Because the Fool, some of you haven't found love because you haven't actually taken the leap. You have no faith in it, possibly for some of y'all. Love, what's that? You may tell yourself you're too busy with responsibilities, you don't have time, or that you'll deal with relationships later or at another point. But part of you may be avoiding the vulnerability that comes with putting yourself back out there as well, Pile 1. Let's keep it a billion for you. Then we have the 7 of Swords. This can point to a level of distrust, suspicion, or expecting people to have hidden motives when they come towards you. Okay? So, real life scenarios for those that chose Pile 1 and why you haven't found love. Someone may approach you, but you're immediately looking for the catch. You're immediately trying to unmask somebody. Or you may keep people at arm's length because you've learned that not everyone who says they care about you can actually be trusted. And really, you may have real experiences that have proved that point. And I don't think you've changed your mind about that, Pile 1. However, responsibility isn't the problem. The walls you've built around yourself may be the actual problem at why you have not found love in this pile. But all in all, your message here with Bet on Yourself does say to take chances, reach your dreams, and that you've got this. Okay? I feel like this pile, in order to have love, you would have to first take the leap with the Fool. And I feel like pile 1 ain't ready to play the fool. Okay. So pile 1, that's what I have for you. Thank you. Pile 3. Excuse me. I said pile 3. I meant pile 2. Goodness. So pile 2. Maybe your pile is also going to be 3. I don't know. For some of y'all, check that out. Because you received insecurity, self-esteem. You also received the Star, but I had to cover that card up with another card because they naked. You received the Emperor, the Ace of Cups. You received make time to play, have fun, be free, and clear your mental and physical clutter. You will feel so much better. Pile 2. Why haven't you found love, pile 2? This pile is still healing with insecurities, and the Star coming out after that tells me you're rebuilding your confidence, okay? Self-esteem, your hopes, and your relationship with yourself first and foremost. There may have been experiences that made you question whether you were lovable, desirable, worthy, or enough. Whether this be in the way you look, okay, your presence, okay, whatever the case. The Emperor says you're learning to establish stronger boundaries as well and become more secure within yourself rather than looking for someone else to validate you as well. Okay? And then the Ace of Cups, the new emotional beginning, the opening. Our heart is open still. You may not be finding the relationship you want because you're still learning how to love yourself also, with the Ace of Cups coming out after the Emperor, without needing someone else to prove your worth and your value. Okay? Not putting someone else in charge, command of, for some of y'all, the way that you are loved, your overall happiness as well. Okay? In real life, this could be in the form of that you attract attention but question whether it's genuine or not. Okay? You may compare yourself to other people or overthink someone's interest in you. What do you want? How can I help? It's one line I like that. How can I help? Okay. For others of you, this is, settle, you don't want to settle for crumbs or reject someone because deep down you don't believe they could genuinely choose you. You feel like there might be, like, pile one, hidden motives, okay, as well. You're not being punished by the universe, pile two. You are being rebuilt as well. To come back in the Emperor stronger, healed, more loving, more love to give, right? Your cup is being refilled as well, pile two, because I feel like prior experiences that created these insecurities or created self-esteem issues drained you of what was in your cup, your heart. Okay. And that's why the star is here. Renewal. Okay. Healing you, establishing your faith in yourself again. Okay. The love coming in needs to meet a version of you that no longer abandons yourself as well, just to keep someone around or to keep someone else. We first must have to be a good standing on our own, right? So that what we attract in also has the ability to stand on its own. We are a complement to one another, kind of thing. Okay. But I do believe that you are being asked with Make Time to Play and Have Fun and Be Free is to not take every instance as a means to, I guess, over evaluate, over investigate. It's okay to just have fun here and there as well. Okay. Don't be so hard on yourself. With clear your mental and physical clutter, and you'll feel so much better. Stop thinking the worst about yourself is what I'm getting here as well. Speak more lovingly to yourself. Okay. For some of you, because I see the reflection in the mirror, even the way that you see yourself, the way that you speak over your life, the way when you look in the mirror and what you see is also something that may be being healed. Our physical, something with the physicality. Okay. Pile two. So that's what I see for this pile. Thank you. Pile three. I don't know why I heard final boss with this pile here. Okay. But you did receive pile three, divine timing, which is believe in the right timing, spiritual awakening, which also says realizations. You got the 8 of Swords, 8 of Wands. So we got 2 8s out here. And you also have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. You also received guilt is a normal feeling. Just breathe in and let go. And then you receive say goodbye to your past and leave the baggage, behind for good. And then let your feelings out, all of them, even the ones that scare you, pile three. So pile three, what's up? Why haven't you found love yet? If you're here. Because this pile feels real different. You're more focused on, with divine timing and spiritual awakening, you're more focused on alignment and learning not to force what isn't ready as well. We ain't just taking anything and everything just because. The 8 of Swords shows that there are old mental limitations being exposed, first and foremost. beliefs about relationships. Okay, especially with guilt as a normal feeling, saying goodbye to the past, still releasing guilt about what you're saying goodbye to from the past. You're still getting baggage, releasing baggage. Let me cut back on this light, honey, because I feel like pile 3 be having light bulb moments as well, especially with spiritual awakening. And I did get that this pile does receive a lot of divine downloads. Okay, so this is beliefs around timing, relationships, what you're supposed to have by a certain age, or what love is supposed to look like as a whole for you. The Eight of Wands, these realizations, okay, and realizing the lies too, right, that kept you stuck in Eight of Swords. The realizations are coming fast for you, those spiritual downloads. So you may be experiencing, of course, repeated synchronicities, changes in perspectives at the speed of light. I thought this today. Tomorrow I'm thinking something else. You are being moved through by divine timing. Really fast too. It's picked up momentum for you. And moments where something you previously believed about love suddenly no longer makes sense, they don't exist for you anymore. You're on to the next idea of something, okay? You are breaking free, I will say that. You're being with this eight of swords and this Eight of Wands. We're breaking free of something. We're being untied mentally from a fixation on things being a certain way when it comes to love. You're being moved out of that mental restriction and towards something more real, stable, and tangible in the Ace of Pentacles. I'm only taking what's real as well, because the Eight of Swords is kind of like that web. We could be trapped in the web of lies. And that's what we're saying goodbye to from the past. And we're releasing this baggage and leaving it behind for good. But we must work ourselves out of this roping, what had us mentally stuck in these kind of things in the first place, letting go of the guilt for releasing certain things as well. But it's happening at a very fast pace with the Eight of Wands, because that Ace of Pentacles says this isn't giving me just wait around and magically someone will appear. It's saying that you're not forcing relationships that aren't aligned while you become available for something that actually has substance. Okay. But this is also asking you, as you overcome some of these previous beliefs, release the guilt of leaving behind what does not align with the new beliefs that are coming in. Because real life scenarios for this pile, you may have recently walked away from a situationship. Okay. A connection, inconsistent people, unavailable people, or connections that required you to chase, to lose your mind in the Eight of Swords. Blind trust. Okay. Didn't know what to feel, what to say. But you're realizing that chemistry alone isn't enough. You want something that you can that can actually be built in the Ace of Pentacles. That's my something tangible card. That's the see, taste, touch card, instead of being all up in our head. And that is what you're awakening from. Okay? You're awakening from being all up in thy head. Your delay may be preparation, actually, and not rejection. Wondering why is no one coming towards me? I feel like this pile, because you're going through a divine timing and spiritual awakening, you may be cloaked from the eyes of others right now. People may be misunderstanding you right now. because you're in a transitional phase, I want to say this looks like. And things may be contradictory right now for you because you said this yesterday, but today I feel like, again, you had that light go off and then I turn the light back on. It's like you have these light bulb moments that could change the way that you see or feel or sense something from day to day. The lesson here is learning the difference between waiting for love and being properly positioned to receive it is also what I am getting here in your pile. Okay? But you are being asked to let go. I see that here, and not feeling guilty about letting something go. It is baggage and it is meant to be left behind with say goodbye to the past, and it is for good. Will produce the Ace of Pentacles. Maybe quicker if you completely also, for some of y'all, let go of the past. Maybe there's still some holding on to certain things. Okay. Speak your piece with let your feelings out, all of them, even the ones that scare you. Speak your piece on the past and then move forward to receive what's tangible for you now in reality and not in your head about what something could be, would be. Okay. We are we are cutting ourselves out of the web of lies for some of y'all, again, like I said, and that takes time. So it's not that love isn't out there for you, pile 3. You had to take some time for self because this figure is sitting with themselves with spiritual awakening, having their own realizations, and the sun looks like it's coming up again, and this represents the sun as well. There's a light, there's light being shined in areas where we felt somehow stuck at one point. Okay. But that's what I have for you. You haven't found love, pile 3, because divine timing is on your side. And to continue to believe and to trust in that through your process of spiritual awakening and transformations that are happening at an extremely alarming rate for this pile, and to pay attention to them and to understand that it's not all for nothing because you got the Ace of Pentacles at the end. This is going to amount to something tangible for you. So that's what I have. Take care.